Hello students, welcome to Ollie Scholar Coaching classes. Today I will be dealing with the third part of matter in our surrounding. In my last video I have taught about states of matter, and in this video I will let you know about the change in states of matter. Means that what happens, why these states of matter changes. If it is a solid, how come it be a liquid? How come it be in a gaseous state? So what are the factors that are going to affect for the change in the states of matter? And if we are dealing with the two factors, that is the change in the temperature and change in the pressure, so what happens if the temperature is increased, or what happens if the temperature is decreased? And similarly we will see what happens if the pressure of a particle of a matter is changed. So let's start our study today. Hope you are enjoying my videos, and if you are liking it, please do subscribe. So in my last lecture students, we have read about the states of matter, that there are three states of matter: solid, liquid and gas. And now today we are going to learn the change of states of matter. How these states of matter changes, like solid can change into liquid, liquid can change into gas, or this can occur vice versa, that gas can change into liquid or liquid can change into solid. So how this change of state of matter occurs? Achha, one very common example I would like to take and explain, that everybody knows about ice. So if ice is a solid, fine. So when the same ice used to become water, and water is not solid, water is then liquid, and the same ice water, if you heat, it becomes a vapor, that becomes a gaseous state. So we all observe that water can exist in three states of all the three states of matter. So basically in this lecture I would be giving that what happens inside the matter during this change of states. जब भी कोई एक पर्टिकुलर स्टेट से दूसरे स्टेट में चेंज आता है, लाइक सॉलिड चेंजेस इनटू लिक्विड, तो मैटर के अंदर ऐसी कौन सी एक्टिविटी होती है या ऐसा क्या होता है कि ये चेंज होता है स्टेट में, वो अपने पर्टिकुलर स्टेट में क्यों नहीं है, वो चेंज क्यों हो गया. What happens to the particles of matter during the change of states? अब जब सॉलिड लिक्विड में चेंज हो रहा है तो जो मैटर के पार्टिकल्स हैं उनमें क्या चेंज आ रहा है, ये भी जानेंगे हम. या हाउ डज दिस चेंज ऑफ स्टेट टेक्स प्लेस, या ये जो चेंज हो रहा है सॉलिड से लिक्विड या लिक्विड से गैस, ये बेसिकली ये चेंज हो क्यों रहा है, क्यों अकर कर रहा है. So all these answers you will get when we will be studying about change of state of matter. Okay students. So if we will see, the physical state of matter can be interconverted into each other by the following two ways. तो बेसिकली जो इंटरकन्वर्जन हो रहा है सॉलिड से लिक्विड, लिक्विड से गैस, या गैस से लिक्विड और लिक्विड से सॉलिड, ये बेसिकली हो किस वजह से रहा है, दो कारणों से. एक तो टेम्परेचर में चेंज होगा, ठीक है, तब, या प्रेशर में कोई चेंज आएगा, बाय चेंजिंग द टेम्परेचर और बाय चेंजिंग द प्रेशर. तो जो स्टेट्स हैं मैटर की वो चेंज होंगी कब, या तो आप टेम्परेचर को चेंज करिए या आप प्रेशर को चेंज करिए. तो हम टेम्परेचर को बढ़ा भी सकते हैं, घटा भी सकते हैं. सिमिलर वाइज प्रेशर को भी हम ऐसे ही चेंज करके और चेंज ऑफ स्टेट्स ऑफ मैटर को देख सकते हैं. सो लेट्स सी. सो फर्स्ट वी विल सी द इफेक्ट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ टेम्परेचर. अगर हम टेम्परेचर को चेंज करते हैं, दैट इज इफ वी इंक्रीज द टेम्परेचर और डिक्रीज द टेम्परेचर, व्हाट इज द इफेक्ट ऑफ दैट. So for this we are going to do an experiment. For that what we need, take about 150 gram of ice in a beaker. Here you can see this is a beaker, and in this, so ice in a beaker, so this is the ice in a beaker, and suspend a laboratory thermometer so that its bulb is in contact with the ice. This you can see, this is a laboratory thermometer and it is inserted in the beaker such that the bulb of the thermometer is touching the ice. Okay, so now start heating the beaker on low flame. Here a burner is given, a low flame is given and we have to heat the beaker. Fine. Now what we will answer. Note the temperature at which the ice starts melting. ये जो ice है ये melt होगी when we are going to give it a temperature. Fine. Heat provide हो रही है, temperature provide हो रहा है, तो ice is going to melt. Now we have to note the temperature when the ice starts melting. Note the temperature when all the ice is converted into water. ठीक है, पहले तो आइस स्टार्ट होगी मेल्ट होना, फिर एक ये कंडीशन आएगी व्हेन ऑल ऑफ द आइस इज कन्वर्टेड इनटू विच वाटर. ओके, so this means कि there is a conversion of the state of matter. Ice is converted into water means solid has converted into liquid. So ये किस टेम्परेचर पे होगा. और रिकॉर्ड योर ऑब्जर्वेशन फॉर द कन्वर्जन ऑफ सॉलिड टू लिक्विड स्टेट. यही चीज जब आइस वाटर में बदली तो दिस इज द स्टेज एट विच द सॉलिड इज कन्वर्टिंग इनटू लिक्विड. ओके, so the experiment which we have performed in which when we have given heat to the ice, let's see what happens. On increasing the temperature of solids, solid was there. What was the solid there? We have taken a ice. Fine. So ice was solid there. What happens when we have heated the ice? The kinetic energy of the particles increases. Okay, solid के बीच में जो particles हैं जो कि बहुत ही compact bound हैं, इनकी kinetic energy में क्या होगा? Increase हो जाएगा. Kinetic energy will increase. Fine. So due to increase in the kinetic energy, the particles start vibrating with greater speed. अब ये जो particles हैं solid के, या यहाँ पे solid को आप कह सकते हैं ice के, जब kinetic energy increase हो रही है तो these particles will start vibrating at a greater speed. So the energy supplied by the heat overcomes the force of attraction between the particles. ओके, अब क्या हो रहा है, ये जो एनर्जी हम प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं, दिस एनर्जी मीन्स कि व्हेन वी हैव गिवन द टेम्परेचर, व्हाट हैपेंस, द एनर्जी सप्लाइड बाय ओवरकम्स द फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन बिटवीन द पार्टिकल्स. अब ये पार्टिकल्स इतने पास थे, इनमें बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन था, बट बिकॉज ऑफ दिस हीट दिस फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन इज गेटिंग लेस and the particles leave their fixed position. So now the particles will start leaving their fixed position and they will move away. Fine students, and start moving more freely. Okay, the same thing. यहाँ पे तो ये इतने bound थे जब solid थे, but जब heat मिली तो ये particles जो हैं they will be having some space and they will start moving freely. A stage is reached when the solid melts. अब एक स्टेज ऐसी आ जाएगी जब solid melt हो जाएगी. That is the ice is going to melt and is converted into liquid and this is called melting. इस स्टेज को क्या बोलेंगे? Melting. Okay, तो the solid has been fully converted into liquid and this stage is called melting. नेक्स्ट इज व्हाट? मेल्टिंग पॉइंट. व्हाट इज मेल्टिंग पॉइंट? तो सॉलिड लिक्विड में बदला, इसको तो हमने मेल्टिंग बोल दिया. व्हाट इज मेल्टिंग पॉइंट? द मिनिमम टेम्परेचर एट विच अ सॉलिड मेल्ट्स टू बिकम अ लिक्विड एट द एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर इज कॉल्ड इट्स मेल्टिंग पॉइंट. व्हाट इज मेल्टिंग पॉइंट नाउ? कि वो टेम्परेचर, वो मिनिमम टेम्परेचर जहाँ पे सॉलिड लिक्विड में कन्वर्ट होगा or at the atmospheric pressure, that point is called as melting point. So basically the melting point of ice is 0 degree C. Okay, so now we will see our questions. We will go and answer there. So if you see the question here, note the temperature when the ice starts melting and note the temperature when the ice is converted into water. So basically the ice starts melting at 0 degree C. Okay. So for this the answer is 0 degree C. And it says that record your observation for the conversion of solid to liquid state. So we have observed that because of the increase of the kinetic energy, the particles are now getting loose. Okay, I have already told in my last lecture that solids में क्या होता है, काइनेटिक एनर्जी सबसे लो होती है, फिर जब वो लिक्विड में कन्वर्ट हो रहा है इसलिए उसकी काइनेटिक एनर्जी बढ़ रही है. यही रीजन है कि उसकी काइनेटिक एनर्जी बढ़ रही है, पार्टिकल्स में गैप आ रहा है, पार्टिकल्स में मूवमेंट आ रहा है, और वो फाइनली जो सॉलिड है वो किस में कन्वर्ट हो जा रहा है, लिक्विड में कन्वर्ट हो जा रहा है. बिकॉज द ओनली रीजन इज व्हेन वी गिव टेम्परेचर द काइनेटिक एनर्जी ऑफ सॉलिड इंक्रीजेस. और नॉर्मली सॉलिड में क्या होता है, काइनेटिक एनर्जी लो होती है, इसलिए उसके पार्टिकल्स बिल्कुल स्टेबल होते हैं, रिजिड होते हैं, एंड दे आर क्लोज टू ईच अदर विथ अ स्ट्रॉन्ग फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन. लेकिन जब काइनेटिक एनर्जी लो हो रही है तो ये जो फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन है इन पार्टिकल्स के बीच में वो कम हो रहा है, and they are getting free, and thus they are going to melt and be converted into liquid. Temperature common in SI unit we will see. So the common unit is degree Celsius. So as I have already told you that at 0 degree C the ice starts to melt. Okay, and if we see the SI units, it's a Kelvin. So next see the relation between Celsius and Kelvin. What is the relation between common unit and SI unit? This is between the Celsius and Kelvin. So 0 degree C is equal to 273.15 Kelvin. Okay, but for convenience we take 0 degree C is equals to 273 K after rounding of the decimal. ठीक है, तो अगर आपको 0 डिग्री सी पे है कोई भी चीज, आइस मतलब कोई टेम्परेचर है और आपको उसको केल्विन में निकालना है, तो वी जस्ट टेक राउंड ऑफ इट एंड वी टेक इट एज 273 K. फाइन. So basically what happens कि if you have to change a temperature on the Kelvin scale to the Celsius scale, you have to subtract this 273. Basically you have to subtract 273 from the given temperature, and to convert the temperature on the Celsius scale to the Kelvin scale you have to add 273 to the given temperature. जो भी temperature given है उसमें से subtract करेंगे 273 को या तो फिर add करेंगे. फाइन. So if we see the process of melting, सॉलिड का लिक्विड में चेंज होना, वो जो मेल्ट हुई, द चेंज ऑफ सॉलिड स्टेट इनटू लिक्विड स्टेट इज कॉल्ड फ्यूजन. जो सॉलिड स्टेट चेंज हुई लिक्विड स्टेट में, अगर उस स्टेज को हम देखेंगे तो उस स्टेज को हम क्या कहेंगे, फ्यूजन. ओके, उस प्रोसेस को हम फ्यूजन कहेंगे. मेल्टिंग पॉइंट पे मेल्टिंग हुई, लेकिन वो जो प्रोसेस हुआ उसको क्या कहेंगे, उसको कहेंगे फ्यूजन. ओके, अच्छा, फर्दर इफ वी आर प्रोसीडिंग आवर एक्सपेरिमेंट, लेट्स सी what we are going to do. Everything was same, the thermometer is there and everything is same, but the only thing we need is we will stir the glass, stirring till the water starts boiling. ठीक है, अब क्या होगा कि वाटर जो है यहाँ पे वो बॉयल होने लगेगा. नाउ व्हाट we have to record, we have to keep a careful eye on the thermometer reading till most of the water has vaporized. Water vaporize होना शुरू होगा and we have to check the reading of this thermometer. So record your observation for the conversion of water from liquid state to gaseous state. तो basically सबसे पहले तो यहाँ पे क्या था, आइस थी जो कि मेल्ट हुई और मेल्ट होके वो बन गई वाटर. तो ये जो स्टेज था ये क्या था, दिस वॉज अ सॉलिड टू लिक्विड. ओके, अब क्या होता है कि ये जो वाटर है ये कन्वर्ट होके किस में चला जाएगा, वेपर बन जाएगा. तो दिस इज गोइंग टू बी सॉलिड टू लिक्विड हुआ था, अब जब ये वेपर बन गया तो ये गैसियस स्टेज हो गई. फाइन. तो यहाँ पे ये बन गया आपका गैस. ओके, तो बेसिकली इन एक्सपेरिमेंट से हमें क्या पता चला कि जब हम सॉलिड, किसी भी सॉलिड को हीट करते हैं, हीटिंग मतलब कि टेम्परेचर को हम बढ़ा रहे हैं, तो क्या हो रहा है, जब हम टेम्परेचर को बढ़ा रहे हैं तो काइनेटिक एनर्जी भी बढ़ रही है साथ में, और काइनेटिक एनर्जी बढ़ रही है तो वो सॉलिड चेंज हो जाता है लिक्विड में। तो ये तो मेल्टिंग हो गई, और जिस पॉइंट पे वो टेम्परेचर पे चेंज हो रहा है, दैट टेम्परेचर इज द मेल्टिंग पॉइंट। और ये जो पूरा प्रोसेस हुआ इसको हम क्या बोलेंगे, दिस इज कॉल्ड एज फ्यूजन। ओके, so the question is, when solid melts, its temperature remains the same, so where the heat energy go? Okay, जब सॉलिड मेल्ट किया और लिक्विड में कन्वर्ट हुआ, लेकिन उसका जो टेम्परेचर था वो तब भी सेम है, तो ये जो हीट हमने प्रोवाइड किया टेम्परेचर के फॉर्म में, where has it gone? So let's see what happens. A temperature of a system does not change after the melting point is reached. So what was the melting point? As I have already told you, melting point is the point at which the solid changes to liquid. तो जब सॉलिड लिक्विड में बदल गया, मतलब आइस मेल्ट हो के वाटर हो गई, तो उसके बाद उसका टेम्परेचर चेंज नहीं होना till the ice melts. Okay, this happens even though we continue to heat the beaker. आप और उसको हीट करते जाइए, आइस मेल्ट होके वाटर बन गया, आप उसको अभी भी हीट करते जाइए बीकर को, बट टेम्परेचर चेंज नहीं होने वाला है। दैट इज वी कंटिन्यू टू सप्लाई हीट, आप हीट देते जाइए, टेम्परेचर बढ़ाते जाइए, बट टेम्परेचर चेंज नहीं होने वाला है। ऐसा क्यों है? दिस हीट्स, तो ये हीट जो है वो जाती कहाँ है? सो दिस हीट्स गेट्स यूज्ड अप इन चेंजिंग द स्टेट। ये जो स्टेट चेंज हो रहा है सॉलिड से लिक्विड में, इस स्टेट को चेंज करने में ये हीट यूज हो जाती है, एंड ओवरकमिंग द फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन बिटवीन द पार्टिकल्स। अब ये जो फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन था बिटवीन द पार्टिकल्स, जो सॉलिड में बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग था, इसको ख़त्म करने में ये एनर्जी, ये हीट यूज होती है। As this heat energy is absorbed by ice, ice क्या करेगा, इस हीट एनर्जी को एब्जॉर्ब कर लेगा विदाउट शोइंग एनी राइज इन टेम्परेचर। वो हीट एनर्जी को एब्जॉर्ब कर लिया और टेम्परेचर में कोई राइज नहीं होने दिया। इट इज कंसिडर्ड दैट इट गेट्स हिडन इन द कंटेंट्स ऑफ द बीकर and is known as latent heat. So the word latent itself means, latent का क्या मतलब होता है? Latent means hidden. Fine. So latent का मतलब ही hidden होता है, और इसीलिए इसको वो, चूंकि वो एनर्जी जो थी वो hidden रह गई, वो टेम्परेचर को नहीं बढ़ाई, इसलिए हम इसको क्या बोलेंगे, latent heat. And the amount, if you see the amount of heat energy that is required to change 1 kg of solid into liquid at atmospheric pressure at its melting point is known as the latent heat of fusion. Okay, तो जो फेनोमेना था सॉलिड से लिक्विड में चेंज हुआ जो प्रोसेस, उसको हम फ्यूजन कह रहे थे, और वो जो हीट एनर्जी यूज हुई इस प्रोसेस, फ्यूजन के प्रोसेस को होने के लिए, उसको हम क्या बोलेंगे, लेटेंट हीट ऑफ फ्यूजन। फाइन। सो द पार्टिकल्स ऑफ वाटर एट 0 डिग्री C, या उसको आप केल्विन में ले तो 273 K भी कह सकते हैं, हैव मोर एनर्जी एज कंपेयर टू द पार्टिकल्स इन आइस एज द सेम टेम्परेचर। ओके, सो द पार्टिकल्स इन, बस इसमें टेम्परेचर तो सेम रहा, द ओनली डिफरेंस वॉज दैट कि जो पार्टिकल्स वाटर के थे उनमें एनर्जी ज़्यादा रहेगी एज कंपेयर टू द सेम पार्टिकल्स व्हेन दे वर इन आइस। इसीलिए जब आइस थे तो पार्टिकल्स में उतनी एनर्जी नहीं थी, दे वर टाइटली बाउंड, तो वो सॉलिड था, और जब एनर्जी ज़्यादा आ गई, दे आर नाउ फ्री टू मूव, सो दे आर नाउ कॉल्ड एज लिक्विड्स। ओके, सो जब अभी हमने एक एक्सपेरिमेंट किया तो उसमें आइस जो है कि वाटर में कन्वर्ट हो गई थी। नाउ वी विल टेक दैट वाटर and we will keep continuously stirring and we will check the thermometer. So now what we will see, let's see. Now put a glass rod in a beaker and heat while stirring till the water starts boiling. अब वाटर को बॉइलिंग करते हैं, स्टार्ट करते हैं और अब देखते हैं कि जो स्टेट ऑफ चेंज होता है लिक्विड से अब ये गैसेस स्टेट में चेंज होगा, वेपर बनेगा, यहाँ पे वाटर वेपर के फॉर्म में हो जाएगा। जैसा कि इसके पहले जो हमने एक्सपेरिमेंट किया था उसमें आइस जो है कि वाटर बनी थी, अब जो वाटर है वो क्या बन जाएगा, हमारा वेपर बन जाएगा। तो अब ये जो प्रोसेस हो रहा है ये क्या चेंज हो रहा है, ये हमारा लिक्विड चेंज हो रही है गैस में। ओके, सो अगर लिक्विड, हाँ ये वाटर वेपर में बन रहा है, तो नाउ लिक्विड इज चेंजिंग इनटू गैस। तो the way we have seen how solid changes to liquid, similarly we will see how this liquid changes to gas and what is the temperature at which it changes and all everything. Okay, so on heating the liquid, जहाँ यहाँ पे हमने लिक्विड के फॉर्म में वाटर लिया था, लाइक वाटर, द काइनेटिक एनर्जी ऑफ द पार्टिकल्स इंक्रीजेज एज इन गैस। सो क्या हुआ, अब जो लिक्विड हम लिए थे, ठीक है, इसको जब हम हीट प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं तो इनकी काइनेटिक एनर्जी और बढ़ रही है। काइनेटिक एनर्जी इज इंक्रीजिंग मोर लाइक द वे दे आर इन गैसियस स्टेट, सो दीज पार्टिकल्स आर नाउ गेटिंग लूज, ओके, एंड दे आर गेटिंग free from each other and they have started to move more far, thus causing the liquid to change into gas. Fine. So the change of liquid substance into gas on heating is called boiling. So ये जो change हो रहा है liquid का gas में, इस substance का on heating, इसको हम क्या बोलेंगे, इसको हम बोलेंगे boiling. This is called boiling. Or the temperature at which a liquid boils and changes rapidly into a gas at the atmospheric pressure, this is called boiling point. Okay, इसको क्या बोलेंगे, boiling point. उस point पे या उस temperature पे जिस पे कि liquid boil होके gas में convert हो रहा है उसको क्या बोलेंगे, boiling point. तो boiling point of a water is 100 degree C. Okay, fine. Similarly we have read that there was, this is that if the solid changes into liquid, it is fusion. Okay, the process was fusion. Similarly here this is boiling point. And now next see what is this process called. So the common and SI unit of boiling point is that 100 degree Celsius, and if we take it in Kelvin, it is 373 Kelvin. So relationship between common unit and SI unit of temperature of boiling point is 100 degree C is equals to 373 K. Fine. So similarly, when the solid was converted into liquid, its temperature remained the same. So the question was where the heat energy has gone. In the similar way, when the liquid boils, its temperature remains the same. So where now this heat energy is gone. So there we have read that latent heat of fusion. Similarly, we will see when liquid boils what happens. So particles in steam, that is vapor pressure at 373 K, when the liquid has been converted into steam, or you can say a water vapor. At 373 degree K, that was the boiling point, have more energy than water at the same temperature. Similarly, as we have read previously in case of solid and liquid also, the same thing, when solid was changed into liquid, the temperature of the particles was having the same more energy as compared. So similarly here you will see that कि उसी temperature पे जो एनर्जी होगी जब वो वाटर वेपर बन जाता है आपका लिक्विड, तो उसके पास एनर्जी ज़्यादा होगी एज कम्पेयर जब वो लिक्विड था। तो ओके, तो दिस इज बिकॉज द पार्टिकल्स इन स्टीम हैव ऑब्जर्व एक्स्ट्रा एनर्जी। ओके, in the form of latent heat of vaporization. जैसे वहां पे हमने latent heat of fusion पढ़ा था, यहाँ पे क्या है latent heat of vaporization. Fine. So what inference we got was that states of matter can be changed into another state by changing the temperature. First we have changed the temperature, so solid has been changed to liquid and then liquid to gaseous state. So states of matter has been changing if we have changed the temperature. But we have learned that but sometimes what happen that there is a interconversion of solid directly to gaseous state or gaseous directly to solid when the heat is provided. There is no liquid formed in between. So what is that procedure? Let's see. So when solid is directly converting into gas or gas is directly converting into solid. Let's see the experiment which we need to do. Take a small camphor, kapoor camphor. सबके घर में होता है. You can do this experiment at your home also. You must have seen when you burn camphor, you don't see any watery form or some liquid is formed. It directly forms in a vapor. So what is that? Or you can also take an ammonium chloride, crush it and put it in a china dish. So this is a china dish. In this ammonium chloride has been crushed and has been put in this china dish. Okay, put an inverted funnel over the china dish. An inverted funnel has been kept in this china dish. Fine. And put a cotton plug on the steam of the funnel. और जहाँ से ये steam निकलेगी वहाँ पे cotton plug रख दीजिए कि steam बाहर ना जा पाए बल्कि उस funnel पे ही बने वो steam. Okay, and here we will be giving a burner. So now heat slowly heat करिए और observe the changes. What do you infer from the above activity? You will see that the solid changes directly to gas. Okay. So when this heat was given, this ammonium chloride will vaporize on the wall of this funnel. Okay, inverted funnel. So we will see that this vapor of ammonium chloride has been collected on this funnel. Fine. And now we need to see what is this process is called. Fine. So a change of state of directly from solid to gas without changing into liquid state is called sublimation. So ammonium chloride would vaporize and get collected on the funnel and the process is called as sublimation. And if the direct change of gas to solid without changing into liquid, this is called deposition. Okay, so directly the solid was changed into gas and it was called as sublimation, and directly if the liquid changes to and the gas changes to solid without changing into liquid, this is called deposition. Fine. So till now we have seen that when we increase the temperature what happens. Now we see when we do the cooling, when we decrease the temperature, what are the reactions taking place. So on cooling a gas like a steam or a water vapor, the kinetic energy of its particles is lowered down. So when we were increasing the temperature, the kinetic energy was also getting high. But when we are cooling it, the kinetic energy is getting lowered. So causing them to move slowly. तो जब काइनेटिक एनर्जी बढ़ रही थी तो पार्टिकल्स का मोशन भी बढ़ रहा था. अभी काइनेटिक एनर्जी घट रही है तो इनका मोशंस भी कम हो रहा है, bringing them closer and forming a liquid. Now these particles are getting closer to each other. So the gas is converted into liquid. So the process in which a gas on cooling turns into liquid at a specific temperature, this is called condensation. Okay, gas is now converted into liquid. This is just opposite of the boiling. In boiling, the liquid was converted into gas and the temperature was given more and the kinetic energy was increased. Here the temperature is being less, the kinetic energy gets lowered and the gas changes to liquid, and this is called condensation. So next comes the conversion of liquid into solid. Okay, when the solid was converted into liquid, it was called fusion, and now the liquid is converted into solid. When a liquid is cooled down and by lowering its temperature, again the temperature is lowered, so the kinetic energy will also get less and come to an stationary position, causing the liquid to turn into solid. So the change of liquid substance into solid by lowering its temperature is called freezing, and the temperature at which the state of substance changes from liquid to solid is called freezing point of that substance. Okay, so it is just you see the liquid is changed into solid, so this process is called as freezing, and the temperature at which this process occurs, that is a freezing point. Fine. So this is just opposite of melting and melting point. When the solid was converted into liquid, the process was melting, and it was the temperature at which is what converted was melting point. Fine. The interconversion of states of matter. So first you will be seeing here, this is a solid, this is liquid, and this is gases. As I have already explained, in the solids the particles are very compact, in liquid they are bit free to move, and in the gaseous state they are in the most free state and they can move anywhere. So the first thing is that solid is converted into liquid, and if we give heating means we have increased the temperature. Okay, so the temperature is increased. Fine. So if the temperature is increased, what is going to occur is that melting will occur, and this melting occurs and give a process of fusion. Fine. So basically why this is happening, because as I have already told, when we give a heat, or you can say when we increase the temperature, the kinetic energy also gets increased, and the particles of this solid gets in motion and they starts moving. So the latent heat is absorbed and there is a change in states of matter, and the solid changes from solid to liquid. Fine. Then next comes कि if liquid is there and it changes into gas. Okay, and again heating is done means temperature is increased. So now what will happen? This time when heating is done, temperature is increased. Now there was a liquid, that is water, and water is going to change in gaseous state, so water will start boiling. Okay, boiling occurs. Fine. And when boiling will occur, this will give a phenomena of vaporization. Fine. So basically in this also the temperature is increased and the latent heat is absorbed, or since the material was already in liquid state, the kinetic energy was somewhat high as compared to solid, and when heating was done it becomes more high, kinetic energy becomes more high, and the molecules start to be very far from each other and they are very free to move, so they are converted into gaseous state. Fine. So if we see the vice versa, that is, here is a gas, and how come if we decrease the temperature means there occurs a cooling. We are decreasing the temperature and we are increasing, giving it a pressure. Pressure is increased. Then when the temperature was increased, latent energy was absorbed, and when the temperature is decreased, latent energy will be evolved. Fine. So latent energy is evolved and we are decreasing the temperature. So here what is going to happen? Cooling will occur. So now the temperature is being decreased, pressure is being increased, so gases are going to be converted into liquid, and this process is going to be called as condensation. Fine. This is condensation. Latent heat is evolved. Next comes again, if further cooling is done, now liquid is here and further cooling is done, what is going to happen? Again, more pressure, more temperature has been decreased, fine, and cooling is there. So what is going to take place? Now it will occur a freezing. Fine, freezing is there. Freezing. So basically, when temperature is increased, latent energy is involved, and if temperature is decreased, latent heat is evolved. Fine. So the next is what? In some cases, what happens that solid is not converted into liquid, but solid is directly converted into gaseous state. So what does this phenomenon is called? This is called sublimation. Okay, the best example of sublimation is naphthalene ball and camphor. Also you can use it at your home. So basically, in case of sublimation, what happens in this also, temperature is increased. Okay, and latent heat is absorbed. Fine. And similarly, in case of when gas is also sometimes directly converted into solid, it is not converted into liquid. Now what this process is called? This is called as deposition. Fine, deposition. And in case of deposition, temperature is decreased, whereas the pressure is increased. Fine. And one more thing will occur. ठीक है, और temperature is decreased but the pressure is increased. And what happens about the latent heat? Okay, latent heat, wait, latent heat is again evolved here, not absorbed, it is evolved. Fine, but in this case latent heat was absorbed when solid was changed into gaseous state. So these are the change of states of matter, in which if the temperature is increased, latent heat is absorbed and different phenomena are going to take place. But if the temperature is decreased and pressure is increased, latent heat is evolved. Fine. And in some cases, solid is directly converted into gas, or gas is directly converted into solid without the conversion of liquid state. So this was all for today. I hope you must have a good knowledge of interconversion of three states of matter. Next and last is evaporation. So in evaporation, if you will see, do we always need, as we have read earlier, that we are heating it, increasing the temperature and changing the pressure, then only the states of matter is converted. So do we always need to heat or change pressure for changing the states of matter? Or thus without changing the heat, temperature and pressure also the states of matter changes? Let's see what happens. At a given temperature in any gas, liquid or solid, there are particles with different amounts of kinetic energy. Okay, किसी भी particular temperature पे solid liquid gas की एक particular kinetic energy होती है. In case of liquid, a small fraction of particles at the surface पे जो particles हैं having higher kinetic energy, जो surface वाले particles हैं उनकी kinetic energy हमेशा ज़्यादा होगी. और वो क्या करेंगे, is able to break away from the force of attraction to other particles and get converted into वेपर, और वो सरफेस वाले पार्टिकल्स जो हैं कि ब्रेक कर देंगे फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन अदर पार्टिकल्स के बीच में जो फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन था एंड कन्वर्ट करेंगे वेपर में. फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ यू सी दिस इज suppose there are so many particles in a liquid. So these particles which are on surface are they will try to break the force among all the particles. फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन जो है सब पार्टिकल्स में उनको ब्रेक करेंगे और कन्वर्ट कर देंगे किसमें, वेपर में. ओके, इट गेट्स कन्वर्टेड इनटू vapor. So basically this phenomenon of change of liquid into vapors at any temperature below its boiling point is called evaporation. Boiling नहीं हुई, boiling point वाला temperature नहीं पहुंचा. Boiling point हमने पढ़ा था ना कि the temperature at which the water starts boil, उसके पहले ही liquid convert हो जाए किसमें, vapor में, तो इसको हम क्या कहेंगे, evaporation. So in our day-to-day life, there are many examples in which we can see that a liquid is converted into vapor. So if we see the example, then if water is left uncovered, slowly it changes into vapor. What happens to the water here? Okay, and if the wet clothes we dry up, where does this water go? So basically the particles of matter are always moving, they are never in rest. So they the lower particles start to move fast and they break the force of attraction and thus it is converted into vapor. So these two are the best examples from our day-to-day life which deals with that water when left uncovered slowly changes into vapor, या when we dry the wet clothes it gets dry. So factors affecting evaporation are the rate of evaporation depends upon the surface area exposed to the atmosphere, the temperature, the humidity and the wind speed. Okay, so if we will see that an increase of surface area will increase the rate of evaporation. With the increase of surface area, the rate of evaporation also increases. As we know that evaporation is a surface phenomena, in the surface area is increased, the evaporation is also going to be increased. Example, if we take an example, you will see that while putting the clothes for drying up, we spread them. Why we spread them? ऐसे नहीं हम क्लोथ डाल देते हैं, हम उनको खोल के फैला के डालते हैं. This is because we give an increase to surface area, and if the surface area is increased, the rate of evaporation is also going to increase. And the next is that an increase of temperature will increase the rate of evaporation. So with the increase of temperature, more number of particles get enough kinetic energy to go into vapor state. As I have already told in my previous slides that if we increase the temperature, the kinetic energy also increases and the particles becomes more free to move and thus convert it into vapor. Okay, and then the rate of evaporation decreases with the increase of humidity. Why is it? Because humidity is the amount of water vapor present in the air. एयर में वाटर वेपर कितना प्रेजेंट है, वो जो अमाउंट है उसी को हम ह्यूमिडिटी कहते हैं. सो द एयर अराउंड अस कैन नॉट होल्ड मोर देन अ डेफिनेट अमाउंट ऑफ वाटर वेपर एट अ गिवन टेम्परेचर. फाइन. So if the amount of water in the air is already high, the rate of evaporation is going to be decrease. Okay, so the rate of evaporation decreases with the increase of humidity. And the next is that evaporation increases with the increase in wind speed. अब कॉमन सा एग्जांपल ले लीजिए, तो विंड की स्पीड हाई होती है तो आपने देखा होगा कि आपके क्लोथ्स ज़्यादा जल्दी सूखते हैं. Why is it that the clothes get dry up faster? Why? So basically why this happens, this is because the particles of water vapor move away with the wind. अब क्या होता है, जो particles थे water vapor के वो wind के कारण एक दूसरे से दूर चले जाते हैं, they move away, thus decreasing the amount of water vapor in the surrounding. Okay, so this was all about the factors affecting evaporation, and this was all for the today's lecture. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please subscribe www.ollyscholars.com. If you like my video, please give a like button. Thank you.